Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another stream. Welcome back to Nerdvengeance Tower. What's up? What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. It's Shang Chi Day. It's the release day for Shang Chi, or rather, the release weekend for Shang Chi. I know we're all really excited about that, or at least some of us are, right? But we got to talk about the updates around Shang Chi and how the fate of this film in the movie theaters may well determine the fate of one Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters as well. Yeah, that's right. There's a chance, a possibility that these movies are going to get pushed back. So we want to talk about this. We'll try to give our best indications of what we think is going to happen and what we think is going to go on. But you guys let me know in the chat. We have a poll going on right now. 71% of the people that have voted on this poll say they will be seeing Shang-Chi this weekend. I'm going to be seeing it tonight at 6. I'm pretty freaking excited about that. We're going to do a little reaction video maybe tonight. Maybe we'll drop that tomorrow morning or something. We'll shoot some footage of us going there and sort of give my first reaction to the film. I'm very excited for the movie. I think it's going to be fantastic. I think it's going to set some really cool stuff up for the future of the MCU and the Avengers, possibly, right? So that's going to be really, really fun, but it's sort of yet to be determined how the film will do financially, right? And so let's kind of begin there, I suppose. Let me try to pull this up for you guys. In fact, hey, you know what would be kind of fun? What do you guys think? What do you guys think Shang-Chi is going to make worldwide in the box office this weekend, right? It's a Labor Day weekend. How much moolah do you think this movie's going to make in the box office? Put it into the chat, guys. Put it into the chat. And then I guess I'm also curious, like, on the showings that you guys are seeing, is it sold out? Is your movie theater sold out? Did you have trouble getting tickets? You tell me. 350 million. Whoa, that yeah, I don't know about all that. That's pretty high, bro. That'd be crazy high, in my opinion. 267, I think that's high too. 200 milli? Wow. $3? That's probably more like it. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see what the professionals say, right? Deadline is reporting Shang-Chi bound for a Labor Day weekend record with 90 million plus worldwide launch. Box office preview, okay. The Labor Day weekend box office, the last frame of summer, which studios typically shy from, is poised for a revolution as Disney debuts the first Asian-American Marvel superhero featuring Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Studios have held the long belief, I think it should be, studios have long held the belief that no one goes to the movies over Labor Day weekend. It's for that reason why they've avoided opening movies for the 4-day holiday. However, Disney believes that it's possible to open a Marvel movie anywhere on the calendar, even during a pandemic. NRG movie-going comfort levels have stabilized over the last 2 weeks in the 66 to 68% range, with around 28% of all moviegoers being very comfortable. In the U.S. and Canada, it's projected that Shang-Chi is in store for a Labor Day opening weekend record of 45 million to 50 million in the box office. That's in North America, guys, okay? Yeah, so some of you guys might have thought when we pulled up this article that the 90 million was going to be domestic and that you might get that $200-300 million worldwide debut. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, beating the previous holder in 2007's record for $30 million of Halloween, blah, blah, blah. Exhibition has projections much higher, however. The erratic nature of moviegoing during Rona makes forecasts shaky. The 18 to 34 demo no doubt will show up, just like they've been turning out throughout the summer, in an over-indexing of Asian audiences in cities such as San Francisco, Seattle, Honolulu, New York, and Los Angeles. That's true. There's actually a lot of Asian Americans or just Asian folk that live in these big cities that would be probably interested in seeing this movie. Even if Shang-Chi underperforms or comes in towards the bottom of its estimates, the buzz from the pick alone should carry it to the #1 spot for the next 3 weekends. Theater owners and bookers were over the moon over his blah, 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 blah. Okay. As of yesterday, the advanced United States-Canada ticket sales for Shang-Chi are running about 20% behind that of Black Widow's, which has posted the biggest domestic opening during the pandemic with 80 million simultaneous day-and-date premiere. Black Widow's advanced ticket sales repped 28% of its opening weekend, while Fast 9's advanced ticket sales repped 20% of its opening weekend. Shang-Chi will have a full swath of 400 IMAX auditoriums, 850 previews, large format screens, blah, 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 frickin' blah. So, let's talk about it open overseas. So, Shang-Chi opens overseas today with key markets France, Korea, and Italy. No China. It then moves on to such majors as Australia, Russia, Germany, Brazil, Mexico, and the UK, Japan, Spain through Friday. No China. The launch represented 66% of the overseas footprint. Notably not going this season are the Southeast Asia, which is closed except for Singapore, and China, where a date is still awaited. I think, from what I understand, the film's not even accepted into China yet. Neither is Black Widow. The overall weekend outlook international is 40 million plus, and it would not be shocking if the overall global launch reaches 100 million, but 90 million is the hopeful number. There is still some competition from the YA pick after we fall, blah, 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 blah. Okay, a comparison on Shang-Chi and the Suicide Squad, whose like-for-like debut was $36 million overseas. Shang-Chi should outplay that film. Recent Marvel title Black Widow did $76 million in like-for-likes at open overseas, but Shang-Chi may not reach those heights. Black Widow starred the well-known character. Marvel movies had the fresh feels, blah, 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 blah. So, that is pretty interesting, right? I don't know. You guys let me know in the chat. Did this article, did this surprise you? You know what I mean? Because I think many of us just thought that we were going to get much bigger numbers than that. You know what I mean? And frankly, I don't know. I'm interested, man. I'm really interested to see. Look, here's the two things that are going on. And I think for some people, this is sort of hard to separate, right? They can't understand, you know, what's going on in Josh's brain. But on the one hand, I'm very excited to see the movie, and I think the movie will stand up to other big, great MCU projects, and it'll be heralded as a phenomenal piece of content, for sure. So there's that going on. But then the other side of me that's thinking about the money, bro, is like, bro, this movie ain't really making money. Like, I said before, and I still hold to this, that I think this movie will make less than Black Widow. Less than Black Widow overall. So, I guess the deal is, if this movie really underperforms, like, I feel like if we get a 80, 70, 60, God forbid, opening worldwide, that Sony's gonna look at this and Sony's gonna be like, oh hell nah, bro. Oh hell nah, bro. We ain't doing all that, okay? We ain't doing all that. And I know there's a lot of speculation about this and whether or not they would actually delay these movies. Grace Randolph said yesterday that she was hearing that No Way Home was likely to be pushed, okay? Daniel Richtman chimed in on this and said he has heard the same, that it is likely to be pushed. Now, it feels like we've had a tug of war with this whole release date for No Way Home, because I feel like, you know, we were like, okay, it's not going to get delayed. Then we were like, oh crap, it's going to get delayed because they removed the October 15th release date on first they removed the September 22nd release date for Venom 2 in the promotional material. We were like, oh man, are they changing the plan with Venom 2? Meaning they would likely push stuff forward, including No Way Home. So just last week, and I remember this very well because there were reports, and it was Vulture and Variety that had said they were hearing that Venom 2 was going to get pushed again into January of 2022. Okay? That was the report. So we literally recorded a video had it ready to go, actually released it. A couple thousand people watched it, and then I had to take the video down because Variety updated their report and said, no, Venom 2 will not be delayed. Venom 2 is going to stick to its October release date, and they're just going to see what happens. Sony is, right? Guys, here's the thing about that, and I said this then. Nobody really wanted to hear it, but it's the truth. Vulture doesn't just make shit up, okay? So for Vulture to report that, and even before that, when it got delayed to October, if you'll recall, we were talking about how there were people saying that it's either going to get delayed into October or it's going to get delayed into January, right? And the thing about that is, and I know, again, this is hard for some people to wrap their head around, man. What this means is that a bunch of people that are higher ups at Sony are throwing all kinds of ideas out there. That it is a well-established idea at that studio that they may well delay all this shit into next year. Guys, I've got YouTuber friends. I've got scooper friends. I've got some friends in the business, in the game, as it were, that are hitting me up being like, bruh, this delay is probably going to be real, and I'm not going to be able to afford my Lambo payments if they push these movies back. Like, what are we supposed to talk about in our articles? You know what I mean? Like, how can I afford my Lambo if they push these movies? Because that would be a 6-month gap, pretty much. From where we're at right now, that would be like a 6, 7, 8-month gap without big movies going on out there, right? Now, what a lot of people were talking about yesterday, because look, when Grace says something, man, everybody wants to just hate and say like, nah, fam, it ain't true. Nah, fam, it ain't true. Because it came from Grace, you know what I mean? But a lot of people indicated that that's some real stuff. And by the way, nobody will give her credit if it ends up getting delayed, which I understand. But the word is out there now that y'all better get out there and see Shang-Chi if you don't want this Spider-Man movie to be delayed. Because it is a very real thing that if this movie underperforms, Sony is pulling the plug, bro. And I feel, personally, that would be devastating to me. Now, this movie's going to be hyped regardless, but I think a lot of other things will get hurt. I think it's going to create a situation that we have right now where things are going to get crunched and it's going to be so confusing and things are going to be out of time. I feel one of the reasons as though Shang-Chi might underperform is because it's out of time. It should have come out last year before we knew all this crazy shit about Spider-Man and Doctor Strange 2. The fact that we know all of this stuff has gotten our hype and our focus and our attention on that stuff, not Shang-Chi. And so don't you see how hilariously ironic it will be if a movie that was forced out of time and then because of that doesn't have the same hype and then it underperforms and then pushes the big hype project back, therefore maybe hurting some of the hype for that project, hurting the hype for Eternals, further hurting the hype for Venom 2, etc., etc. Man. Crazy. Now, my personal opinion on this is for sure. Look, there's two things. I'm an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? I am a dirty capitalist, as it were. Part of me understands you have an asset, you're putting it into a market that is diminished. You have this thing, you're invested in it. It's an asset. You're releasing this product into a diminished marketplace. Nobody wants to do that. I understand. That sucks. But I think holding content back from the fans when you could very clearly release this stuff in a way that would hit a mass market just because you want to sort of grease the wheels of an industry that, in my opinion, is dying. You know, we continue to have this conversation. Theaters, digital, streaming, what's happening? Where is it all going? I mean, look, man, I'm just going to be real with y'all. Like, am I excited to see Shang-Chi? For sure. But am I really excited to go back to the theater? I'm actually surprised. I thought I would be more excited to go to the theater. I really did. I was like, oh, man, because I'm back in my hometown, you know. I saw all the dope movies when I was growing up here You know, I have fond memories of this theater. I have fond memories of these experiences. I have fond memories. Bro, I'm being real with y'all. I'll tell you, for real, not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to driving there. Not looking forward to staying in line. Not looking forward to having to go into the theater and watch a bunch of previews and shit. And they have fucking commercials on that shit now. I'll probably see a goddamn Hyundai commercial before I gotta watch Shang Chi. You know what I mean? Not looking forward to not having all my snacks or drinks or beverages or tobacco smokes. There's a lot of shit that when I thought about it, when I really sat down to think about the process of going to the theater and everything. And yeah, am I an entitled, spoiled streamer that gets to make a living sitting in front of computer screens, sitting in a gaming chair, talking about nerdy shit? Yes, I am, Mom. Yeah. Yeah, I got fucking spoiled, and now I don't want to leave the house. Yeah, I Uber Eats way too much. Yeah. That's why I'm so pale. But I just got to be real. Man, I don't give a fuck about the theaters. I don't care. I don't. I damn sure am not going to go watch this movie multiple times in theaters. Just period. I'm not going to do it. It creates so much of an inconvenience factor, bro. It's not just going to the theaters. It's all the ancillary bullcrap that comes around it. And like, we live in a world like this is gonna seem hilarious to you guys, but it's real shit. We live in a world where an hour away from the computer screen for someone like me could lose me thousands of dollars. You know, whether it be some hot piece of news and I get a video out about it and it pops because I'm one of the first out, or whether it's some dope NFT project that I like get excited about and make a big flip on, or some swing trade in crypto or an options trade. Look, we live in a world where that could literally cost me thousands of dollars. Bro, I'm not gonna, like, I don't care how, okay, look, by the way, watch me eat my words on this, and some of you are like, yeah, we'll see about this shit. Watch me eat my words on this one, because here's how you'll know I really, really like Shang Chi. If I go see this movie again in theaters, especially if I go see it again in theaters this weekend, then y'all will know, like, dude, Josh doesn't just like Shang-Chi. Josh fucking loves Shang-Chi. Because I'm trying to think of how good it would have to be for me to go through the whole theatrical experience again in a short time frame, considering all the stuff that's on my plate and all the stuff I want to do, right? It would have to be real good, bro. Like, you know what? That is actually that's a great question. I want to ask. Let's ask the chat. I want to ask, and I'm going to ask this in a poll because I'm really interested. I'm interested in what you guys think here. Let's end this poll, and I want to know what you guys think. Let's see. And I see a lot of fun chats and everything. We'll get into all the fun chats. It's a lot of fun stuff. And by the way, I did record a video about some of the Star Wars stuff, but I literally have to, like, Elisa's working on it right now, and then I have to show the video to my source, Dude Trust Me Bro, and I gotta make sure that Dude Trust Me Bro is okay with what I talk about in the video. So look, don't ask me any Star Wars questions. But I couldn't do anything yesterday. After I found out all the Star Wars stuff yesterday, I was literally like, you want to know why I couldn't do the nerd coin drop yesterday? Because my brain was falling out of my nose. My brain matter was just like coming out of my nose. And I'm just sitting there like, couldn't even function, motherfuckers. You understand? All right, look. Here's the poll. Will you see Shang-Chi multiple times in theaters? I want to know. I'm interested, man. I'm really interested. I'm interested. Because, like, back in the day, yo, I used to see all the movies multiple times. You guys want to know how many times I saw Rise of Skywalker in theaters? 5. Yeah, count them. 5. How many times did I see Endgame in theaters? At least 4. Maybe 5. I can't remember. Bro, it was the thing, man. It was the jam. It was the way you did it. You know? It's the way you did it. You'd go see the movie, and then you'd go again with, like, a fucking notepad and shit, and you'd get all hyped and write stuff down. You know what I mean? Bruh, it's not like that anymore. And this is why I keep getting frustrated, because, like, these theater people, man, it's such a confusing argument. It's like they really don't understand. Like, y'all don't understand? Like, for real, you don't understand? Look out at the fucking world. Look at what is happening right now. You've got NBA players paying $200,000 for a fucking JPEG. The world is changing, man. You know, like, the idea. It feels like going to a fucking museum. It feels like going to a museum. What? I gotta go do this, and then I gotta go do that, and then I gotta talk to this human being, and then I gotta wait in line, and then I gotta actually walk into a theater and get into this. It feels like going to a fucking museum. It's ancient history. Teleport the brain into my retinas. Okay, that one didn't make sense. Teleport the movie into my brain via my nipples. Okay, that one didn't make sense either. The point is, man, like, it's over. It's over for movie theaters. Anyways. Yeah, and I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. And you guys got to deal with it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway. 70% of you say, no, I will not be seeing the movie in theaters. Twice, multiple times. 70%. Oh, 69%. Boom, shakalaka. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it does. I just think it's such an interesting situation. And, it's a little... bro, it's a little fucked up to me, to be honest. Like, I think we'll have to see how it shakes out. Maybe Shang Chi will really surprise us all and make more money than Black Widow. But if it doesn't, like, what if they're put in a situation where Shang-Chi massively underperforms, and they look at Black Widow, and then they look at Shang-Chi, and they say, well, we just left about $150 million on the table by not putting it out on Premier Access. And then they, like, show Simu, and they're like, here's the, like, $1 million, $2 million, $3 million more that you could have made. You can send a thank you to ScarJo if you'd like. That might be a scenario, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like it's unfair to Shang-Chi to be put in this spot. There's a lot of stuff that is not the movie's fault. It's not the team's fault. It's not any of the producers' fault. It's nobody's fault. You know, it's just, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, man. We'll see. We'll see. Won't we? A couple other things I want to talk about before we get into the Q and the A. Did y'all see our guy, Charlie Cox, pretty much confirming Daredevil? I mean, the way he squirmed, man, when asked about those questions and talking about how he's uncomfortable talking about those questions, etc., etc. Did y'all see that? Don't tell Deborah Ann Wolf's wife, man, or husband. Freudian slip. Don't tell her husband. Yeah. Don't tell him. He's gonna get mad. Yeah, Charlie Cox is like, I can tell you for sure those aren't my forearms. Okay, bro. Yeah, okay, bro. Yeah, okay, bro. Yeah. Man. Okay, well, we'll get into Q&A in a little bit here. I just thought that was really funny. Also, Mark, I don't want to talk about this until after Shang Chi. Actually, never mind. There's weird stuff in the world going on right now as far as leaks and stuff like that. You know. Okay, so there's the meat of the stream today. You got your little rant, you got your little Josh rant. I hope you're happy. And let's now shift and get into Q&A. So I'm sure you got some thoughts. I'm sure you got something you want to talk about. I do want to remind everybody today's stream is brought to you by, as all of our streams are brought to you by, Surfshark VPN. But here's the deal. It's not code NERD at checkout. It's code NERDS with an S. So all of you guys that signed up with the code NERD instead of NERDS, cancel your subscription, shut your mouth and do it, and then use the code NERDS. Also, you got to use our affiliate link, which I don't even think is in the description of this video. We're nailing it today, chat. We're nailing it. Yeah, I'm still going to blame you. 100% I am. Okay, and also, the stream is brought to you by the lovely people you see in the chat with the badge next to their name, the Nerd Vengers, the greatest online community of nerds that you'll ever fucking see. For real. If you want to join the Nerd Vengers, there's a $5 a month tier and a $10 a month tier, and you get a numerous amounts of benefits at both tiers, like access to the behind-the-scenes streams, which we will be going live at noon today. And we're going to continue reading some comics. We're going to continue reading through the comics. I'll also update you guys about stuff with that Prime stream tomorrow at noon, where we'll be talking about some business tier stuff and what's going on with all of that. You get 20% off the merch. I've heard that as soon as you become a Nerd Venger member, you get a little taller. You feel a little stronger. Some people report that their eyesight improves. Look, I can't confirm that any of this is real, but it's worth signing up for a Nerd Ventures account today. Join the Nerd Ventures. Get full reign of the tower. Feel the power. Join the Nerd Ventures today. Okay. Let's get into the Q's and the A's. Ladies and gentle beings, the Q's and the A's. By the way, shout out to Proxy, who rejoined the Nerd Vengers yesterday. I know it's weird, man. They, kick people off, and then you got to, go in there and figure it out and come back. But thank you, Proxy. And thank you to everybody that's been active on the Discord and on the tweeters and all that, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Angelo starts the stream off today by saying, rewatched Spider-Man 3 for the millionth time. But this time, I was high as a kite. And I actually really enjoyed it. Gave me horror film vibes, and the shots are great. Anyway, seeing Shang-Chi tonight, can't wait. Well, here, let me tell you this, Angelo. Let me tell you this. I don't know what you were smoking, but let me know in Discord. Because if there is any type of strand out there that makes fucking Spider-Man 3 enjoyable, that's some shit I gotta try. Anyway. Trev says for the $2 holla, movie studios are taking a bath one way or another. Indeed. With no soap. Thank you, bro. RF Gaming Channel with a $5 holla says, no better way to spend my birthday than Nerd Venging with you folks. Josh, thanks for all you do. Dropped my own comic book vid this week. Thanks to the den. Hey, that's awesome, brother. Let me know. Send me that video. I'll check it out. I'll give you some pointers. And also, happy freaking birthday to you. Can we get some happy birthdays in the chat for RF Gaming Channel? My man. Happy birthday, bro. Hope you're having a good one. And yeah, you got Shang-Chi later, man. Again, I'm super excited for that movie. Trev says, old man Lucas getting a rant going. I know, right? I was trying not to. Honestly, I was in a lousy mood this morning. I'm going to be honest with you. It's been a rough morning. And I'm kind of in a lousy mood. So I was like, I'm going to just be real grumpy about this today. So there you go. Charlie Donahue. By the way, Charlie is the owner, I believe still the owner, of the very first Den of Nerds NFT. The only NFT that I have personally created. Charlie owns that. And Charlie, by the way, these Ethereum levels are getting pretty high, man. So that's pretty cool. Charlie says, my theater is starting to deliver snacks to people's seats. Something small but neat. Makes me more hyped to go tonight. No, look, things like that are brilliant. And I think there are probably theaters all throughout the country that actually are being innovative, that are doing fun, interesting things. The problem is it's this, you know what it is? It's this weird rent-seeking mentality. Look, as I said before, I'm a dirty, dirty capitalist, right? Dirty capitalist. Love money. Love that money. Woo! But myself, I feel as though there are things in capitalism, our current corpo capitalism, that aren't great. And one of them is this rent-seeking attitude where it's like, hey, you added a bunch of value to the world and to the marketplace fucking 50 years ago, and you're not doing shit else anymore. Planned obsolescence or obsolete, all these crazy things that are happening. Lazy motherfuckers. People that own all these theater chains, lazy. Uninterested in actually innovating, doing interesting things to bring people back, man. It's like restaurant chains. Ma and pop shops can do fun and interesting things to incentivize people to come to their thing. Chains, it's all bureaucracy, corporate, fucking in the cloud, ivory tower people thinking that they know what it is. It's like this. The power's at the top, the perspective's at the bottom. I don't even know what's happening anymore with my comment. Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate you. Big Stevie with a $5 holla says, so what you're saying is that we ain't ready for the Star Wars news. Yeah, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, this video gets approved by Dude Trust Me, bro. And then I can release it to you guys. Yeah. That's all I can say for now. But thank you, Steve. Appreciate the love. Elisa Scott coming in with a $10 holla says, I love the movie-going experience, and some movies are just better in theaters. That's fair. Can't be replicated, in my opinion. That being said, I think most people will choose comfort over quality almost every time. Yeah, I think the main thing for me there is it's convenience, dude. Like, convenience just wins. Like, human beings and their nature, it just is what it is. Like, dude, I have been in the middle of making a purchase for something that I actually really want to buy, and one extra step or one thing that doesn't go right, hey, verify this, do this, and I'm out. And I'm out. You know what I mean? Look, that's just me, but I think that convenience has been a factor that pushes human consumption and that behavior forever. It's just what we are. You know what I mean? It's what we are. We're designed to make things easier for ourselves, you know? T-Love, a.k.a. the Silver Lurker, with a very generous $20 holla. Holy crap. Thank you so much, man. Says, I'm with you 100% on the theater take. Last time I went to a regular theater was The Last Jedi. Everything else I've seen has been a movie tavern because I need that added comfort / experience that the last time I did that was 2 years ago. Yeah. Dude. Yeah. And different people, you know, feel differently about it. I totally get it. But for me, it's like, bro, it's not even close. Like, it's literally not even close. Like, even the idea of, like, a big screen doesn't really do it for me. Like here's the thing. An OLED television with its actual deep dark blacks and individually lit pixels will, in my opinion, look better than any movie theater screen in the country. It just will. Maybe there are a few out there that I'm not like, what is this? What's the technology? What are they doing? And all that, blah, 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 blah. Bro, even a fucking IMAX screen, to me, does not compare to what you can get on an OLED screen, in my opinion. So, I don't know. For me, it's just like, dude, the technology, and here's a question then, and you might be asking yourself this, why aren't all movie theaters in the country then on OLED screens? Why don't they just build massive freaking OLED screens and give us the you know why? Because they don't want to spend the money. Most of these theaters don't even use the proper bulbs in their projectors because they want to save money. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's a whole thing. Anyway, moving on. Jay Workman 99, very generous $10 holla, says, "Sorry I'm late to the party, but man, there are some misdirecting edits everywhere in that No Way Home trailer. As in Hulk being an Infinity trailer level misdirects. I think you might be right. But at the same time, it does prove a lot of things. It does prove a lot of things that were out there. But you might be right, and I'd be into that, man. I will tell you that I personally think there are some big surprises in Spider-Man No Way Home that almost nobody knows about. They might be small in the sense that they don't impact the story. They might just give a different perspective on what might be going on. But I think they're huge nonetheless. You know what I mean? Jensen Baker with a $5 holla says, "Hey Josh, do you follow Thor Skywalker? He's making a story set post sequels where Ezra sends Finn back to the Mandalorian time to fix the timeline." No, I haven't heard about that, and that seems fun. That seems cool. Never gonna happen. I'll tell you one thing that I learned yesterday, and I'm sort of gonna talk about this in the video as well. This whole, they're gonna retcon the sequels, bruh. Not even close. Not even close. Think the opposite of that. And then wait for the video later. But no, that seems cool, man. I've watched some of Thor Skywalker's videos in the past. I don't really follow him per se, but that seems fun, man. You know, and that's kind of interesting too, to sort of take up that challenge, because a lot of these people that just critique things or shit on things, you know, the common criticism back will be like, well, why don't you make something? And I love when people actually do that, when they're like, okay, I will. You know what I mean? And so that's cool. Jay Workman 99 with a $5 holla says, "As in misdirects to hide the presence of the other Spider-Men, the final appearances of villains like Electro, etc." Yeah, I think that is probably true. Probably true there. Can't deny that. Amber says with a $5 holla, "Either way, I just hope they keep Simu in future projects. He seems so excited to be in the MCU and like a good guy." Yeah, I like Simu, man. I actually said almost immediately, just from what I saw from him at the Comic-Con in 2019, which, by the way, he was cast on Tuesday that week and showed up at Comic-Con Hall H on Friday. And the vibe and just the things that I got from that dude, I was like, dude, this dude is great. He's high quality actor, and could end up being very funny, like a RDJ type person in the MCU moving forward. So yeah, I wish all the best for Simu and for everybody doing the project. But hey, man, numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Sheev the Wise with a $5 holla says, "I just don't care about Shang-Chi's character yet, and a Black Widow movie that was 5 years too late. I'll go see Spider-Man as many times as I can. Take my money." Hey, thanks, bro. I appreciate the love. And yeah, I think that's where a lot of people are. Like, dude, there's that's something too. You know? And I've talked about this many different times. But like, honestly, guys. Honestly. Shang-Chi can't hold a candle to Spider-Man. You know? Like, I think there's some of this, like, it ain't that deep, you know? And everybody's going to be like, whoa, how could you say that? Oh, bro, it's true. Did you know who he was before this movie was announced? Do you even know who he is now? How many times you seen him pop up in Marvel Comics? How many comics you read of Shang-Chi? Bro, the Mandarin, who was an Iron Man villain, by the way, he has more of a prominent role in the Marvel Comics. He does more stuff. I've seen more of the Mandarin than I've seen of Shang-Chi in comics. Bro, I really don't give a shit about the character. Just that face. But I am excited because it's the MCU, because it's going to be a dope kung fu action movie. But bro, let me tell you this. T'Challa, like let's just speak facts. T'Challa, Shang-Chi. Not even close, dude. I love T'Challa as just a sweaty comic book fan. Like, we're rereading right now with the members on the members-only streams. We're rereading New Avengers. Guys, we just had how many dope moments with T'Challa in, like, the first 6 issues? How do you think I feel about T'Challa? That's my favorite run in comics. T'Challa is an absolute boss, dude. T'Challa's a dope character. The Black Panther's a dope character. Shang-Chi just isn't. What do you want from me? You know what I mean? And that's something that I think people are underestimating as well, dude. So, we shall just see. Hey, Mike, MCU Rules, Mother Flippin' Porter, with a $2 holler says, what's with the negativity? It's Shang Chi week. Let's go. Wait, whoa, Mike, what negativity? What negativity, bro? What are you talking about? Again, maybe this is hard, and I understand. It is actually hard for some people to separate. I'm excited for the movie. I just gotta be real about where we're at right now. Like, this is a crazy time. This movie and what it makes in the box office, it is going to be the topic of discussion. You know what I mean? It's going to be the topic of discussion. And I think that it's fair to bring up these different aspects of why I think the movie will underperform. And look, we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. And by the way, I would absolutely love if this movie was so cool that I needed to go see it in theaters. You know what I mean? If I was like, nah, man, I need to see this thing again, that would be dope. But yeah, sorry, Mike. You know what I mean? It can't all be sunshine and rainbows over here, Mike. Okay? Okay? Chris19 says, hashtag grumpy Josh. Oh boy, here we go. The Casual Moose. That's a funny name, bro. With a $10 holla says, what's up, Josh? Love the What If episode, but do you believe the Watcher intervened by talking to Strange? I don't think so, but my friend and I got into a debate about it, LOL. So that's actually a really interesting point. There's been a couple of weird, I shouldn't say weird, but there's been some interesting articles talked about this. Charles Murphy has some speculation on this. Jeffrey Wright made some interesting comments. What Jeffrey Wright said about it was that it shows how powerful Strange is being, that he can even communicate with the Watcher. And it shows where Uatu is at, and there is going to be a change in his character. I think they're really hinting that he will interfere, but that there's a reason he didn't interfere with this guy, that he'll maybe interfere moving forward. But yeah, no, I don't think him just talking to Doctor Strange is interfering. You know what I mean? Now, if he would have talked to Doctor Strange and said, that warning, right? Like, hey, don't do this. For real, this shit's going to end badly. Then, yeah, that's interfering. You know what I mean? But just saying, nah, fam, you fucked up. I'm not helping. That's not really interfering. You know what I mean? Angelo says, THC pen, purple punch. Wong beats Abomination, ? I think so. I've heard some interesting stuff about that, though. You know what I mean? We'll see. See how it goes. Let's see here. Jay Workman99, very generous $10 says, I also think that habitually usage and banning of cinema screens, theater usage for a year, has drastically impacted the income Shang-Chi will bring, regardless of how good the movie is. Yeah, dude, it's called consumer behavior. You know what I mean? It's called consumer behavior. It's really hard to put that genie back into the bottle. You know what I mean? Once consumers get adjusted to a new way of doing things, it's really hard to change people back. And I think it's just really crazy how adaptable human beings are. You know what I mean? So, yeah, interesting. Scott Owen says, just to spread a smile, that end scene of Amazing Spider-Man 2 with the kid makes me smile. Oh, that's nice, Scott. That's nice. Look, I don't mean to be negative. I'm sorry if, the vibe is a little bit negative. Partially, I'm just hamming it up for content purposes. You know what I mean? It's funny. I shouldn't really blame you guys. I shouldn't get frustrated by, your perception of these things and everything like that. But if I am being honest, it is frustrating that it seems like I can't, if I'm not just hyping things up and being hype guy McGee, that there seems to be oh no, what's happening here kind of thing. It's frustrating. It is frustrating. It's I can't be real. I just can't be real about this shit. You know what I mean? So, again, I'm not mad at anybody or whatever, but it is a little frustrating. Jay Workman99 says, habitual usage of streaming services. Right on. Yeah. You haven't slept for 2 days? Holy shit. Bro, go to sleep. You need to just go to sleep, my guy. Scott Strong says with a $5 holla, in my field, applied behavioral analysis, we call it response effort. increase response effort, and you'll see a decrease in target behavior. 100%. 100%, bro. 100%. And thank you for bringing that up. Phoenix Taylor with a $5 hello says, so no one is bringing up what Mordo is doing at the end of Strange movie is absorbing other sorcerers like Strange is in What If. That's an interesting point, but he's not absorbing sorcerers. He took the magic from that dude. There was a very strong spell cast on him, and he was using magic to be able to walk. And he, like, removed that spell and took the magic back is kind of what it seemed like to me. Not the same thing as, like, literally absorbing other beings. Which was crazy. Chris19 says, bruh, I can't afford OLED. Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, shit, we can barely afford it over here, bruh. You know what I mean? These YouTube AdSense dollars. It's horrible, bruh. It's horrible. But, no, you should try it out sometime. It's crazy. It's crazy what they can do with these screens these days. Anyway. Monarch says with a $2 holla, not much, but take it. Take it! Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Quentin Lee with a $5 holla says, just sending some love. Hope Ida didn't hit PA as hard as it did New Jersey and New York. No, not from what I not from what I can. Not from what I've seen, rather. I don't think it's really affected us that much. We had some rain, had some crazy wind and all that, but nothing too crazy. Mosmos says with a $5 holla, you asked, what do you want from me? I just want you to have a good time out your cave. Come out to the world, Josh. It's all right out here. Hashtag don't ban me. I mean, look, I get it. I understand, Mosmos. I get it. And I'm not trying to be a total recluse. I'm just saying that, like, there's just stuff about it I'm not that excited about. You know what I mean? And while maybe back in the day, it was a thing that I really look forward to, and I liked all of these different aspects of it. Yeah, I mean, I just think that things have changed. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. Tyler Wakefield with a $5 holla says, I kind of stand cinemas. But honestly, only because I see it before it releases DVD and streaming and get all the dope cups, popcorn tins, posters, etc. I mean, yeah, I have a lot of fun with that kind of stuff. Like, it's fun to get some swag and it's fun to do that sort of stuff. And that's a fun thing that I think theaters and studios should do. Like, that would be a way to do, like, there's all sorts of ideas that could make more of a draw or a value proposition to actually going to the movie theaters. But the idea, like, think about this, guys. And I know many of you maybe don't see it this way, but there are a ton of people like me that are going to go see Shang-Chi in theaters, not because we want to, but because we're forced to. We're forced to. You know what I mean? And, like, we literally know that it doesn't have to be that way. We just saw Black Widow. It doesn't have to be this way. How do you make sense of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I say, give the theater option, give the at-home option. Put the impetus on the theater to do something to bring people in. Don't just, like, you're gatekeeping, essentially. It's like, oh, well, you know, we're not going to do that thing, so people are forced to go to the theater. Ha, 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 look at these good theater numbers. Bruh, no business that's really on the edge, innovating, growing, accelerating, no business thinks that way. You know what I mean? Like, that's wild to me. But I do understand liking the theater as well. Enrique Robles says, so what's the Star Wars news that blew your mind? I can't tell you. I can't tell you. Let me think if there's anything I can say. I dare not say anything until Dude Trust Me Bro has looked over the video and that we're good. Dove Squires says with a $5 holla, they should have just merged Shang-Chi and Iron Fist into one character. They have done it to other characters before to make them more interesting. Yeah, and look, I didn't want to say this because, again, it's just cancel Josh Day over here in the tower. I feel like the guy in the Tiger King When this stream's over, I'm going to look back at it and be like, I am never going to financially recover from this. Because we're losing subscribers. We're losing members. Everybody's bailing and abandoning on me. But you know what? I got to be real. Here we go. Cancelable statement number 16 in today's stream. Here we go. Ready? Iron Fist is way fucking cooler than Shang Chi. 100% in the comics. 100%. Dude, Iron Fist is awesome. Power Man and Iron Fist. Hello? Anybody? Bueller? Anybody? Danny Rand, billionaire, crazy dude with the actual flaming fist thing that does crazy ass shit. Dude, Iron Fist is that guy. Yeah, Finn Jones, the little wimpy dude that was on the Robert Pattinson workout. Yeah, it sucked. The show was horrible. But bruh, don't tell me that Shang-Chi is cooler than Iron Fist in the comics. In fact, I want to look at the chat. I haven't looked at the chat in a second here because I'm sure everybody's just complaining. Put a 1 into the chat if you actually believe that Shang-Chi is cooler than Iron Fist. Put a 1 into the chat if you actually believe that shit. You tell me. Have you ever read it? Do you have any experience reading Marvel Comics? You got any experience reading Marvel Comics? And then you tell me that Shang-Chi is cooler than Iron Fist. Yeah. Oh, Timmy's on Timmy, is he streaming with Doc right now? Whew. Yo, that's hot. I can't wait to watch that stream. Maybe I'll watch a little bit before we go live at noon. Yeah, so anyway, look, there's like one person that believes it. Okay, look, I'm just saying, like, as a comics reader, man, I knew dudes that had Iron Fist tattoos, bruh. Until like a month ago, none of my comic book friends apparently even knew how to pronounce Shang-Chi. Do you understand? Where's Mike Flippin' Porter at? Is he crying in the corner? I'm sorry, Mike. They did it. It's not on me. It's not on me, Mike. You guys are really firing me up today. Okay, anyway. Chris says, with a very generous $10 holla, seeing Shang-Chi in XD at my Cinemark Saturday night, I'm hyped. Theater has heated recliner seats, dope, and real food and a bar where you can bring them in with you. I'll never go to another theater again. Yeah, and that's cool, man. I'm actually, I think I might get a Coke or something, or a Jack and Coke or something as well. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. And I'll give you guys an honest-to-goodness idea. Maybe, wouldn't it be funny? And by the way, I've never done this, right? I've never done this. I've never just flipped on my opinion so strongly before. But what if I do the video tonight and I'm like, that was a great theater experience. I actually really enjoyed my time in the theater, and it was a great audience, and the energy was great, and the popcorn was excellent, and it was just swell seeing all the lights. We played a little in the arcade. It was pretty cool. Had a milkshake, had a Jack and Coke. Man, you can't do that at home. We'll see. Oh, geez. What is it? What is this? Once upon a time, we were trying to create a mass appeal brand, a network brand. Something over here that was that everybody could get behind. And then we realized that's going to be impossible because Josh is such a grouchy, grumpy, flagrant motherfucker. We'll never be able to do that. We'll never be able to get the big bucks because Josh just can't help himself. You know what I mean? Just can't help himself. Anyway, for Cuscala Lopez, very generous 100 rupees maybe or something. Either way, I'm pretty sure it's $1 bajillion. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go buy all the NFTs with the $1 bajillion that for Cuscala just gave me. Thank you so much. It says, Josh, about Star Wars. What you heard. Is it cool? ? Crazy good or crazy bad in your opinion? Also, yeah, Shang-Chi is effed. We're the only ones watching that one. I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. I would love to be wrong. I'd love for it to be really surprising and for us to be like, dude, it made 150 mil opening weekend all over the world. That's crazy. That's awesome. Still doesn't feel like a lot to me, but would be very good. You know what I mean? Would be very, very good. But, you know, as far as you asking about the Star Wars stuff, let me just say that, and I talk about this in the video as well, there are some things that undoubtedly a lot of Star Wars fans will be upset about, I think. But there are some things that I think universally Star Wars fans will lose their mind over in a good way. So it's like a mixed bag, bro. It's a mixed bag. It's like some of it, when I thought about it, I was like, dang, that is wild, and I do not know how the fans are going to react to that. Some of it was, I was like, dude, that is dope. That's the dopest dope I've ever smoked. Probably would even make Spider-Man 3 enjoyable. And all the fans are going to love it. You know what I mean? So it's a mixed bag, brother. It's a mixed bag. But what else, you know, what, yeah. Kevin says, with a $5 holla, not much to say. Just dropping a dono. Love what you do here. Also, OLED is amazing. Watching this stream on OLED now, take my money. That is horrifying to me. The idea of this mug on an OLED screen. You could see all the ugly. All the ugly. Each individual pixel of ugly is beaming out to you at the speed of light. It's fascinating, man. It's fascinating. But sorry, bro. You know, we can't do it all over here. You know what I mean? We can't do it all. Anyway, Nick Lemon with a very generous $10 holla says, with a young child, staying home is just the way to go with everything. But I'll still try to see it in theaters because I love going. Fair point, brother. And yeah, there's other factors, not just being an entitled streamer like me. There are other factors that could control whether or not a person is even able to go out to the theaters. All of you people that are theater only, you're pretty much telling people like Nick Lemon that he should just sell his children. So you think about that. You think about that. Elisa Scott with a $5 holla says, saying you don't like something or aren't looking forward to it doesn't mean you are shaming others for having different views. Not the same thing in my opinion. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Genesis says, longtime broke Venger finally just subbed. My man. Woo, 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 woo. Wait, did you become a Nerd Venger member? Let me look. Let me check out the thingies. Let me check out the thingies and see. Hey, let's see here. We got some action here. Yeah, Genesis joined the Nerd Vengers. Genesis, you are a Nerd Venger now. Adam rejoined today as well. Adam, welcome back to the Nerd Vengers. Oh, God. Jason Hedelson, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. And Diamond Joe, what a cool name. Welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. Thank you guys so much. We'll be reading some comics at noon. Check the community tab here on YouTube and the Discord so that you get to come to that stream. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. I'm telling you. It's going to be a good time. Okay, let's fly through some of these supers and then let's get on out of here. Chris19 with a $5 holla says, we love you because you're real, though, brother. Even if we disagree with you, we stay because we know you won't lie and tell it like it is. Yeah, thank you, brother. And look, to be fair, I understand. I've been thinking a lot about like psychometrics, psychographics, like the mindset of people that watch the content. And I understand, guys. I do. I wish I could do better. I really do. I wish that I could be a little bit more mass appeal, keep it a little lighter, you know, have some fun with it and all that kind of stuff. Guys, I don't know. I don't know why I can't. But I appreciate you guys that still stick around, even though I don't always do the thing you want, even though I don't always say the thing you want to hear. I love this nerdy shit. I love this nerdy shit. You know what I mean? I'm excited for Shang Chi. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm excited for Shang Chi. I am probably going to flip and say that the theater experience was great. You know, whatever. We'll talk about that later. Josh says with a $5 holla, did you hear the leak about Toby saving Andrew and Tom and his theme music plays? Also, just enjoy theaters, bro. They won't be here for long. That's an interesting point. I have not heard that leak, man. I have not heard that leak. John Parker says Wheel of Time trailer in 6 minutes. Have a great day. Dude, that's good to hear. Wheel of Time, man. That's going to be interesting. I'll definitely check that out. We won't watch it on stream. I know it's probably going right now. We won't watch it on stream because unfortunately I got to get out of here, try to get some food, be back at it at noon. So, Big Stevie with the $5 holler says, Jesus! I've been gone all week. Have you been this crazy all week? LOL. Nah, man. I'm going to be real. I was in a funky mood this morning. I woke up in a funky mood. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I woke up in a funky mood, man. You know, honestly, though, I had a day yesterday. Just to go on some really real shit. I had a day yesterday that I got to talk to a lot of people that I really like. A lot of cool people like Dude Trust Me Bro and, you know, some of the other sources. And I was filled with a lot of compassion yesterday for other people, happiness for people that were succeeding, empathy, and my heart was going out to people that were hurting. And, you know, I guess I'm starting to, I think what I'm starting to realize is that I have, even though I do this YouTube thing, I have sort of an introverted personality. I know that might not make sense. I'm an introverted, or I'm an extroverted introvert, where it's like I have a short social battery, okay? And so yesterday, part of what happened was I had all these different discussions and meetings and phone calls and things, and I was just drained, man. Like, it just drained me. Even though I only made one video, and it was a what-if video, and it didn't, like, pop like that, it didn't go crazy. You know, I felt drained at the end of the day, where I was like, dang, like, and I didn't even make content, right? So, like, streaming, doing videos, talking to sources, doing all that stuff, it drains me. And so, I don't know. Yeah. No, I haven't been this crazy all week. There's a short answer. John White says, love the passion and energy in this stream today. Can everyone in the stream please smash the like? If you can vote in the poll, you can hit the like. It's true. It's true. Trev says, the Josh we want is ranty Josh, not hype man Josh. I mean, I like both, you know? I like both. I like being hyped too. You know, I like getting my hype on as well, Trev. But I love a good rant. So yeah, like I know it can be a mixed bag, and some people are like, he's so two-faced or whatever. Matthew K says, Willem Dafoe or Willem Dufresne? How about Willem Dahomey? Banging. That's what I'd say. Thank you, Matthew K. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat. I'll hang for like 5 minutes, and then we're going to get out of here. We're going to get out of here. Yeah. Got the stove heating up to make some pizza for the Nerdvenger stream? Dope, bro. It's going to be fun. I'm seeing it tonight at 6 before work. Do you eat breakfast? I do not eat breakfast, no. Let's see here. Let us see. What's going on in the chat? What's everybody saying? Nice. Okay, Evolve. That's cool. Do you know if Disney or whoever gets missing theater money from the premium Disney Plus? I'm not sure how that works. I'm not really sure how that works either, bro. I am not sure. Yeah. CV is real factor. People should take the blinders off and realize the state of the world affects pockets as well. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now that I don't think people are like really understanding or putting into their forethought. You know what I mean? No, I mean, I could tell you it was not anything to do with Luke. It was not anything to do with Luke. Not anything to do with that. That's an interesting take. The weather damage is going to hurt Shang-Chi. That is interesting. I've never actually considered that, but that could be true. Diamond Joe says, when is Knights of Melvin joining you in theory? Yo, I would totally bring on Knights of Melvin. I'd love to talk to him about how they're not going to retcon the sequels. You know what I mean? Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Thanks for being real. Thank you. Banging Defoe emojis. That's kind of funny. News about Heir to the Empire? No, not exactly. No, not exactly. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of factors, man, for this theater thing, man. We will see. We will see how it goes. With him, he means more ignore the sequels. Well, I'll tell you this. That shit ain't happening. Do you have an editor for stream highlight videos, says Genesis. No, not really. I mean, if you're interested in doing something like that, send me a little sample or something, and maybe we could work something out. I was thinking about doing a clips channel and just doing clips from the streams on a clips channel specifically. You know what I mean? Let's see here. DC Fandom says the Batman vs. Spider-Man No Way Home box office numbers. Good question. I mean, I think the Batman will probably do very well, but it depends on a couple of things, man. Look, this Snyder Cut thing, I know everybody's like, oh, I'm sick of hearing about the Snyder Cut, bro. The Snyder Cut people out-trended DC Fandom with no planned event. How can you ignore that? You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy to me. But Spider-Man No Way Home will out box office it, but I think the Batman will do big numbers. I think the Batman will likely do very big numbers. I think normies are more excited for a new, fresh take on Batman than someone like me. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Let's see here. Gus Machain says, is the Watcher talking to Strange like Sylvie hiding in extinction level events? The interactions that happen there are pretty much no effect. Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, so it's already over for that reality. So it's not as big of a deal. Not as big of a deal. So pretty cool. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like I said, we'll have to see how Dude Trust Me Bro feels about the mother flipping Star Wars news. All right, I'll tell you guys one thing. It's pretty controversial. What's my MBTI type? Is that the Myers-Briggs thing? I can't remember, man. I can't. It's been a long time. I'll tell you one thing. It's kind of controversial. A lot of people want Kathleen Kennedy to step down. What they don't understand is that they've actually cloned her, and they have a Kathleen Kennedy clone that is being aged up right now. And basically, not only is Kathleen not stepping away, but she'll be in charge of Star Wars for the rest of time. They're creating a secret program to have clone and cyborg versions of Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah. So it's pretty wild. And I know many people will be upset about that. But, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's pretty wild. All right, everybody. Much love, Nerd Avengers. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate everybody signing up, committing, recommitting. Fun stuff. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Did everybody go? Is everybody gone? Well, been an interesting stream. All right, look, I'm going to say one thing real quick for all the real ones. Don't tell anybody. But I kind of hope Shang-Chi bombs. But not because I want Spider-Man delayed. I don't want Spider-Man delayed. I want to be able to watch all these movies digitally. And also, yes, I want to be proven historically correct. So, don't go see Shang-Chi. Just watch my video about it instead. Don't tell anyone. I'll get canceled. All right. See you soon.